disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men.
Welcome once again to another episode of Fists, Kicks, and Flicks, the podcast about martial arts, movies, and life. I am one of your hosts, Eugene Plowden, and with me, as always, my podcast partner, well, one of them, Joe Hartley. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
If this is your first time with us, I want you to know we are members of the Martial Arts Network. On Mondays, you've got Raw with Mimi and Lump. Tuesdays is CTE with Chris, Los, and Travis. Wednesdays is us, Fists, Kicks, and Flicks with Gene, Mike, Joe, and Angel. And on Thursdays, you can get the Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. For more information, check us out on all of our social media platforms. Just look for the Martial Arts Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Joe, it's showtime. What's going on, man?
Not much, Gene. Been a busy week. Just me and the family. Trying to get things done around the house and everything like that. And I've been going to the gym lately, so been putting that into my schedule, and I do it after work. So I try to get everything at work done, like eating breakfast and everything. So I just go right to the gym. I spend about an hour and a half there doing some cardio and some weights, and then I come home, take a shower, and I go to bed because I got to be up at 2:30 to go get my girls.
What gym do you go to?
Planet Fitness. It's close and it's cheap.
Yep. I have Planet Fitness membership also, but you know what, man? I mean, ever since when COVID started, I pretty much built a home gym, and I have a lot of equipment. So I out of the last 2 years that I've been working out, I would say about 85 to 90% of the time I'm at home working out, even though I got this Planet Fitness membership.
I would prefer the home gym, but I need a few things.
Yeah.
I want a bag. I want a bag for sure. I need some free weights. I lost my free weights. I'd move a lot, so this is the first time I've stayed in a place for a long time. So I need to get some more free weights and maybe a bench. So and I'll be good. And then I'll probably cancel my membership because I would prefer to stay at home. I like to just do my workout and put my headphones in, do my workout, and be done. And then I live in an area where I grew up with a lot of these people, and I have family in the area. So when they show up, they want to talk.
Okay, that slows you down a little bit.
I'm like, okay, we can talk, but let's go talk and work out. Let's talk and work out. And no, they want to talk. So I'm like, I love you, I missed you, but I'm on a mission. Okay, because I got to be home. I still got to go to sleep.
Right. What time do you get off work?
I get off work at 7:30. I get home at about 7:50, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So my goal is to get into bed. Yeah, my goal is to get into bed before 10.
And then you're up so you get like 4 hours of sleep.
4 hours, 5 hours, depending on the day and the time. So yeah.
Oh wow. How come you don't work out after you pick up the girls from school?
Well, I gotta pick up the girls, then I take them to my parents, and then I gotta get my son off the bus, or sometimes I have to go and pick him up from school because we were having transportation issues. Literally, I would get an email saying your bus is not going to be here this whole week. You gotta come pick up your kid.
Okay.
But I think they said they got that figured out, so I still got to pick him up. So it's 4 o'clock by that time, and then my wife, she doesn't always get home till 5:30, 6 o'clock, and then it's dinner time. So
yeah, okay. It is hard. It's hard to go back out too and work out at night, man. Like I am not a fan of working out at night, not at all. Especially when it comes to weights. I think it's just because there's just so much you do throughout the day. And at night, it's just like you just want to crash. Like right now, like I should work out tonight. Like I normally wake up at 5 a.m, and I normally do my workout I wake up at 5, but I don't start at 5. I wake up and I just chill and think about my day. And then by the time it takes about 45 minutes of me just chilling, thinking about my day, thinking about what I'm going to do. And then I'm normally getting up at about 5:45, and then like you do an hour and a half workout, 30 minutes of cardio, and then lift for about an hour. So that's worked out pretty cool. But I know that I'm not getting up and getting out of the house to go to Planet Fitness that early in the morning. It's just not gonna happen. And when I had my other job, it was cool because I was driving around all day, so I could stop for lunch and just go work out during lunchtime, But now
there you go.
I'm not. Yeah, now I just do it in the mornings and get it over with, But like at the end of the day, man, it's not going to happen. Working out at, by the time I get done doing everything, I'm done at 9:00 at night. Pretty much 8:30. I'm done teaching at night.
Yeah,
and I still got to eat. And then work out. It's just not gonna happen for me, So.
And that's my thing. So like, I literally they laugh at me at work because I'll be like, all right, I gotta go get this gym workout in. Like, you gonna make it to the gym today? I'm like, every time I say I just say I don't want to do it, but then I get there and I do it and I feel good.
Okay.
So yeah, so it always feels good. And then I can just I'll come home, take a shower, and then go to bed, and I feel good. I feel like I accomplished something. So.
Yeah. Well, look who joined us. What's up, bud?
All right.
What's up, man?
I really didn't know you were gonna make it.
Listen, man, I made it. You know what's been happening, man? Lately, it's not even funny. I just been on this whole new weight training program. So I get back and it's 8:30, 8:45. I'm like, all right. I lay in my bed and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wait till we start. And
that's the worst thing you can do. You pass out and not wake up.
I swear to God. I look and I go, oh God, again. This is just getting crazy.
Listen, I do that I was just talking about my schedule a little bit. So I work the midnight shift and I got to get up. I got to be up by 3:00 to go get my girls from school. Because, they were having trouble riding the bus. And what I do is I like to wake up and then lay back down for a minute. And it was killing me because I would wake up and then I'd turn off the alarm, thinking I'll lay down for 10 minutes, and then I wake up and go, oh, crap, I got to go. To the point where I actually almost left them at the school one time.
I mean, bro, it's bad.
So
I'm going to be real, bro. I blame my girl because I tell her not to let me go to sleep, and I go to sleep. I swear to God.
Well, she loves you. She wants you to get your rest.
See, that's another one. I mean, that's kind of like all of our faults. That's another reason why we probably should stick to doing our recordings on Sunday nights because it's a little bit easier, a little bit. At least for me, I'm not doing as much on Sundays like I do during the week.
My day's just getting started Sunday at 9.
I'll be honest though, it is my fault because I'm always traveling for something. I got something always. I don't know. It's bad. It's terrible.
How was the tournament?
Tournament was good, man. To be honest, probably the best tournament I've had ever in my life. And in terms of I didn't even win everything, but I was in the finals on stage for every single event possible. Good. If there was a fighting division, I was on stage for it. So it was just, I'm getting closer, man. Getting closer to just making it getting to that goal. And it sucks because it's ever since the tournament, this little thoughts been in my mind, and I'm oh, I think now I have to to see me get that close. I gotta sweep a tournament now. That's not just winning is not good enough. So it's crazy, bro. But I gotta say, man, it was a good tournament overall. And then just on top of that, just being with my team, and that was my first time really having the whole team there. So it was just a great experience overall.
You were in Texas, right?
Here, man.
Yeah, I was in Texas.
Okay, sweet. My weekend. I mean, you guys probably seen my weekend has been for the last couple weeks. So now the hard work is finally over with. The majority of the hard work is over with, man. Thanks, man.
I like the colors. The red and black pops.
It does. And you know what's funny about that is when I told people that I was going to add that red to it, they were like, "Are you sure you want to do that? It's going to throw." I'm like, "No, it's going to look good. It's going to look good. Trust me." And
listen,
the
my
red
wife is
just
an
really,
artist.
really pops it.
My wife is an artist and was an interior designer. She would have told you, yes, do the red. Accent color.
Sweet. That's right. Exactly. So yeah, so it's working. It looks pretty good. But then I laid the mats down Sunday. I got out of there about 5:30 on Sunday. Stayed in there and laid the mats down. And I got to buy more mats, as you can see from some of the pictures. I got a few more mats. I got about 100 more mats that I'm going to have to buy, but it's no rush. I got the majority of the mats down. So I'm just going to take my time and do the rest of that. I got access to the chairs now. I got to pick up this week to get them in there, and I got some other decorations things to do. So now it's just decorating pretty much now at this point in time. The majority of the work, the painting, that is all done. I'm so happy. I'm so tired of painting. The messed up part is now I got to paint my house because. Like I was supposed to paint the house first. And I've been procrastinating painting this damn house. I've been procrastinating painting the house for 5 years. Well, the living room and the dining room. I've been procrastinating for 5 years because when I first moved in the house, I painted every other room. The whole house I painted except for the living room and dining room. And then after painting the whole house, I was like, I need a break. I wasn't expecting to take a 5-year break, because the paint's here. It's been literally sitting in my living room for 5 years, So now, Melissa was like, well, now I guess it's time to paint the living room and dining room. Now, I guess. We might as well, since we already been painting. Skip it, Joe, man, the kids have been asking about you, man. They've been looking for you. Like, where's Sensei Hartley coming back? I was like, oh, don't worry. He gonna come back. He just been doing some stuff. He's coming back. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm going to be there on Thursday. And then I'm gonna try to make it Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure.
That's cool. I'm going. Like I said, I'm going up to Grand Rapids. I'm going to get the bowls on Thursday. Like I said, I was not dealing with that shipping. That was just ridiculous. Another $300.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So all of those bowls. So I'm just gonna drive up there and pick them up and bring them down. So I'll have your bowl on Thursday also.
Okay, cool.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Let's talk about the movie Beverly Hills Ninja. What did you guys think of this movie?
I still love this movie. It's just fun. I'm a huge Chris Farley fan. I've always enjoyed the movie. I like it.
Angel,
it's silly. I mean, I know it's silly, but I still like it.
Was this your first time seeing this movie, Angel?
No, bro, I got it on VHS.
Okay.
I love this movie. It don't matter how corny anyone can say it is. It's like an A+ in my book.
Okay, as long as you guys know this is a corny movie. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's super corny.
It's corny, but to be honest with you, he's so dumb that I just laugh. Like, what else can I do? Like, it's that good of a movie. To be honest with you, he gave me Joe vibes. He gave me like Joe and Mike.
Oh my God.
He
gave me like Joe and Mike vibes. I swear to God.
I've gotten that before. I've gotten that Chris Farley thing before.
Like, I don't know. Like it sounds crazy. I don't know why we always do this to Joe.
Less than this movie, which is funny because you would think more in this movie, but like Tommy Boy. People watch Tommy Boy and can see me being Tommy Boy. And I used to do the whole fat man in a little coat. So I enjoy it.
What you call it? I would say, man, like, it's crazy. I would say, like, I feel like we always do this to Joe, even though we know he's not like this, but like if he was drunk, he would be like Chris Farley with a little bit of Mike. Like, that's what I would think. So that's why, like, when I see it, I got like, I don't know, I just got like, I don't know why, but I could just see like Joe popping out a freaking cartwheel, like, for no reason. Like, you just do it. Like, it's just weird.
Oh,
I have some stories.
I've never thought that. You don't remind me of Chris Farley at all. That's funny though. It's funny that you said that other people have said that, and I definitely don't think Mike. I don't think Mike would think Chris Farley reminds him of himself. Like that. That's hilarious. Beverly Hills Ninja. Yeah, to me it was. This is the second time I've seen it. I saw it back in the day. I don't know, man. I think back in the day, like when it came to martial arts movies, like I didn't really like goofy karate movies. Like,
Not
you know,
just
if they got some,
like a
if it had humor in there, like Three Ninjas, I get it. But I knew Chris Farley was not a martial artist, and I just didn't like it back in the day. Now, when I saw this movie, it was like, all right, it's cool. You know, it's goofy. You know, but it is what it is. You know.
Are you?
Chris Farley was still he was still himself.
I feel like it's because we're so diehard, bro.
Yeah, that's it. 100%.
Was Chris Rock established before this movie? Because I think this is like one of his first movies, isn't it?
Oh no. He was established before this.
Okay, I don't remember really seeing him too much before this. That's all.
No,
yeah, he was in.
My brother, I asked my brother when we watched this movie together, and he was just like, I remember one time he told, I said it to him. I was like, man, like they had Chris Rock and Chris Farley. Like, did people appreciate this when it came out at that time? And he was like, like Chris Rock wasn't really Chris Rock. Like he was just starting to get his name out there. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
And he wasn't a huge part of the movie.
With that.
You disagree?
I definitely disagree. Yeah, I disagree because this movie came out in 97.
Yeah, 97.
Right. Chris Rock had already been in movies. Like he was in Boomerang with Eddie Murphy. He had been in there. He was a role similar to this. He also was in New Jack City back in the day, and he was in Saturday Night Live. He was on Saturday Night Live when this movie. Actually, he might not even been on Saturday Night Live at this point in time in '97. I can't remember.
When was his first
Chris
special?
Rock had been around.
When was his first special?
When
was his first HBO special?
I really want to say 95.
So I think he 95. Yeah. So I seen the special before I seen this movie. So
yeah, he had been around for a minute. But I like Chris Rock. I like his stand up. And like I said, this role kind of fit him for this time period. You know. Let's see. The budget for this movie was $18 million. They made $31 million at the box office.
Oh, so they killed
the way it ended. What'd you say?
I said I was surprised. I'm surprised they made that much, but that's good.
Well, I mean, Chris. I mean, this is at the height. This is Chris Farley. Chris Farley was up there at this point. Like this is one of the heights of his career at this point in time. You know, when did he pass? In like 98.
98. I think it was 98, 97, early 98.
Okay, cool. So let's get into the movie. Basically, this movie. Where does this movie take place? Japan.
Japan.
And it's okay. It starts off when we see a shot of martial artist training and meditating and things like that, and then a chest appears, a treasure chest appears, comes off of a ship, which they don't explain. They don't explain who was on this ship, what was the purpose of the ship. They don't explain none of that. But the ship ends up getting wrecked by a bad storm, and the chest washes up on the shore, and these ninjas find it. And in the chest is a baby. That's just ridiculous in itself. You know, that's just ridiculous. Like the chest did not drown. Like how many?
Yeah, how many? He was completely dry and everything.
Yeah, I mean, we see sunken treasure all of the time, but for whatever reason, this chest ended up washing up onto the shore, and the baby is there, and this is going to be Chris Farley's character, and his character name is Haru, right? Haru. Okay, so the ninjas find him, and the main sensei, he keeps him and I guess raises him as his own son. Now, this is a question, honest question that I have for you guys. Okay, so Chris Farley kept calling Gobei his brother.
Yeah.
Does that mean was Gobei the sensei's son also, or was the sensei adopting all of these people, or what was the deal with that?
No.
I think they were brothers in arms, more or less.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
He was not adopting nobody. I think it was. I think the thing with ninjas is they're like known for taking like homeless people from the street and like giving them away.
Okay.
So it kind of
like Ninja Assassin.
Yeah, it kind of fits like Snake Eyes. It kind of fits like the same thing of like how, like he found him washed up on a shore and they're giving him a path. Not saying he was good, but they're just giving him a path. That's just.
Now, the one thing at the beginning they were doing as well is they were before with the chest and the storm and everything, they were telling a story of the Great White Ninja. So when this pulled up, they were thinking maybe this was a story of legend. Which later they kind of find out probably not.
Yeah. So by the end of the movie, do you think he was the Great White Ninja?
I mean, yeah.
Not really. No.
I don't think so. He never he never lived up to it.
Listen, without Gobei, 90% of that movie, he would have never gotten anyway. He'd have been dead.
Yeah, he would have been dead as soon as he got to Beverly Hills. He would have been dead.
So would his girlfriend. So.
Right. One of in my opinion, the funniest scene in this whole movie is at the beginning because they show them training and they show Gobei doing his thing, and then not long after, we see Haru do his thing right after him, and he's just a bumbling idiot. He's not doing anything like the other ninjas. But my favorite scene during this part is the scene where Gobei is disguised as a bush, and then he comes out. And then Haru does the same thing, and he has an owl on his head.
Motherfucker had a pigeon, Oh my god!
And he falls out. But the next scene, we just see a close up of his face, Chris Farley's face, and he's flapping the wings of this bird, and he looks so proud. But he looks like a fucking idiot. He looks like an idiot, and he's proud of being an idiot. That's what it looked like to me. That part is one of the funniest scenes to me.
One of the funniest scenes to me is when he hits Gobei over the head with the bow staff. Because
that happened in this also. Gobei also just chases him.
For me, I did that to my brother.
He's trying to be patient. He's trying to be patient.
You hit your brother in the head with a bow.
By accident. Like the same exact way. Like we were at a seminar.
By accident.
And we went, and I was like,
I don't believe.
And I hit him. I swear to God, I hit him, and then we got into the biggest fight. Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't believe anything that a little brother says that he did on accident to the bigger brother. I don't buy it.
I swear to God. I got my ass beat like it was on purpose, but it was on accident. I swear to God. Swear to God. I don't know why, but when I saw that, I was like, looks like something Travis and Gene will go through. Like, I don't know. This looks like something.
Nobody would give my brother and I. Nobody would give my brother and I sticks to beat each other with. I can tell you that right now, because that's exactly what would happen.
Definitely. Like Trav definitely would have did something to me if he had a bow. He definitely would have did that, and I would have tried to get him mad. Like that would have been a whole mess, man. I would have gotten in trouble. Definitely. Another thing that happens in this scene is the sensei teaches them how to leave their body and just, let their spirit float up in the sky. And I guess that's a way to communicate. This is, I know it's all for humor and it's all fun, but when you go to demonstrations and go out and do demonstrations, or you tell someone you're a martial artist, they think we really do these type of things. And I don't know what's wrong with certain people or why they ask certain questions, but I always tell people, like, I can't jump up in a tree. I can't float. I can't fly. I can't catch any bullets, any of that stuff, but this part of them flying up and communicating with each other in the clouds was funny to me, watching Haru do this, because he couldn't control himself.
But there are people that actually believe that they can do that. Like, you ever see those demonstrations with the guy, like, and his people are flipping around, he's just moving, and then he'll show up.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking all his stuff is real, and then just get mad, just get destroyed. Right.
So
bad.
Right. So all of these guys end up becoming full-fledged ninjas, sort of, I guess. There's a ceremony, and everyone ends up getting a medallion except for Haru. So I mean, he didn't seem surprised. He pretty much seemed like he understood why he did not get it. But he congratulated Gobet for it.
Yeah, Gobet got an honorary golden medallion because he was the top student.
Okay, so his was different. I couldn't tell if his was different than everyone else. I mean, the
it
sensei
didn't
made
look
it seem
different,
like
but
it was
the
a different
sensei,
one,
yeah, the sensei made it seem like, but they all look the same to me.
Yeah. So then the ninjas all go on a secret mission away. So they end up leaving Haru in the dojo by himself, and then that's when we are introduced to Sally Jones, which is a stupid name. When I heard it, I honestly did not believe that was her name. I was like, they couldn't have gave this woman this name. This can't be real. This does not sound real at all.
Well, we find out later it's a fake name.
But yes, exactly. And she comes in now. Did she say who sent her? Like, how did she know? Like, how did she even find out where they were?
They had no idea.
Because this whole area
like she looked them up in
the hidden.
She acted like she looked them up in the yellow pages.
Right. But this area was supposed to be hidden. That's what it seemed like. But she just kind of wanders in and said, "Hey, are you guys the ninjas that I'm looking for?" And Haru looks around and says, "Yeah, I'm a ninja." You know. And she tells him that she needs help. She wants him to spy on her boyfriend. I was thinking, why did you just go get a private investigator? It seemed like that would have been easier. What did you say, Joe?
Ninjas are way better, man.
I guess. I think once he threw the ninja star behind him and it hit the wall, and it was like a dead on. Because I think at first she was thinking like, man, maybe he's not a ninja until he did that move, and he shocked himself that he hit the wall with his ninja star. That she went ahead and said, okay, go ahead.
When I see him do all that stuff, it just made me be like, yo, there's someone out there who's really like that at an actual like dojo in Japan.
Oh yeah, yes,
like,
no,
like
in America.
Like he's like the village idiot. Like we just know, like he'll like when he started burning all the scrolls. I started
knocking out all the ashes of the fallen warriors.
That
made me laugh.
Me and Joe seen people like that. We seen me and Joe just talking about somebody not that long ago that would have been this character in real life at our school.
Yes.
We're not gonna mention no names, but you know, me and Joe just had a talk.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I love it. Anyway. I love it. 100%.
Anyway,
what's the timeout for, Angel?
Hey, can I just pause the conversation really quick?
Yeah,
really quick.
Sure.
So I just found out. I'm not gonna say I just found out, but it just got made official that my brother is now the newest member of Team Paul Mitchell. So that is so freaking new that like got put out there. So that's dope. Sorry,
I just first.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man, that's so dope.
Did you know that was coming? Did you know it was coming?
No, I didn't.
Okay, all right. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. So that's just so dope, man, to see that. That's dope. Sorry, so we can go ahead and continue. Right. I just wanted to break the news first.
There you go. But, you know, even though people
hi, Travis. Hi, Jeff.
Wait.
We broke it first. What's up, baby?
Okay, so this is going to come out tomorrow morning. Do you think they know this now at this point in time while we're recording this? Do they know this?
Only if his brother posted.
Either way, it was on our show first. It was on our show first.
Yeah, but you know, they go hear this in the morning and they're gonna be like, we already found out last night. Like, is that gonna happen?
Whatever. It's on our show first. Whatever.
Text your brother. Tell him to wait. Tell your brother to wait.
I'm just trying to save you from getting a whole bunch of text messages.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think that far until you just said it now. We said it first, though. I'm not saying you guys didn't know. I'm just saying we said it first. That's all. That's all.
Oh, that's funny.
That's all.
All right, let's keep on going. So, he's bumbling around the dojo, tearing things up. He knocked over some of the ashes to some of the fallen sensei ninjas. And but she still tells him, like, I just want you to follow him and let me know what you find out. And he agrees. You guys got anything else you guys want to say about any of this, the scene or anything?
No, I just, like you said earlier, someone from California comes all the way to Japan for a ninja, and all she wants is for him to follow her boyfriend and see if there's anything sketchy going on.
Well,
interesting.
I think that she might have. I think that because he was already in Japan, I'm assuming that she went on the trip with him and just kind of got away from him to go look for a ninja to assist her in this. I really hope that she didn't leave California to fly to Japan to hire somebody. That's sweet. And she didn't even say that she was even going to pay him, did she?
She didn't say nothing.
He just. Yeah, he's just doing this out of the kindness.
He saw that body,
again,
and
he had a thing for her.
He saw that body and them legs and that face, and he was just like, "I'll do whatever."
He probably never saw a woman before.
Yeah, actually, you're not wrong.
Do you not see the way he acted? I don't think a woman would give him a chance. That's
well, I mean, we'll talk about that in a little bit as the movie goes on. So he goes to where her boyfriend is. Now her boyfriend's name is Martin Tanley, and he follows him to, like all bad people, for whatever reason, bad people hang out in abandoned warehouses or on piers in every movie.
Yep.
You know,
that's
must
where,
be something
that's
to
where
that.
Stuff goes down. That's where it goes down.
So he follows him there, and then he's waiting, and another guy appears, and this guy has stolen what was that he stole? He's trying to make plates. That's right, plates for counterfeit money, and he says he only has half of them. Now he tried to explain why he didn't get the other half, but Tanley really wasn't buying it, and he ends up shooting this guy, and he falls off of the pier and falls into the water, but he lands in the boat with Haru, and Haru gets away because he's shook, and then the police arrive and they see a figure of a ninja, and they figure a ninja has something to do with this man being murdered. You guys got anything?
Yo, like,
he didn't really look like he was dressed like a ninja at the time. He just had some robes on.
Bro, the odds pretty much. The odds of that dude falling in the, like, this is my thing. He fell in the boat and no one looked over to see where the body landed. Like, they just
no splash.
Off. They just sped off, and then the best part was the way he ran away. That was just hilarious.
And the police got there so fast. Like, what were they doing? They got there extremely fast. I guess you don't hear a lot of gunshots in Japan. It would have been different here in Detroit. But anyway. Anyway, he runs away. He ends up jumping. He ends up hiding from the police, and he ends up jumping. And looks like fish food or chum or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was like chum.
Yeah,
whoever it was, it did not look. It looked nasty.
Yeah. Then he ends up going back to the compound where all the ninjas are, and he told the sensei what had happened and what he has planned to do. He has decided, for whatever reason, when he was meeting with Sally, she gave him a book of matches, and on there has a hotel in Beverly Hills. So he just assumes that he needs to tell Sally what he found out about her boyfriend. So he's gonna go to Beverly Hills and tell her. That was ridiculous. Also, like you're going to try and find someone that you don't know just because they gave you a book of matches to a hotel. Like,
but you know what? His sensei hit the nail on the head, because this sensei said that they looked up at Sally Jones, and that the person by that description was under another name, Allison Page. And the sensei looked at him and told him straight up, "You're following your short sword.
Mm-hmm.
You get the meaning behind that one. So I mean, come on, the Sensei knows what's up.
Yep.
And he's willing to go all the way to Beverly Hills.
But it does
get interesting.
He still granted him his blessing in going. He didn't try and stop him from going, though. He still granted him his blessing. I wonder why he did that. That's what I'm thinking. Because he know.
No, he told him that he felt like it was his mission, and this is how he can prove that he deserves to be a ninja. So I think he felt bad for him since he didn't get his medallion and everything. So he said this is his mission, and this was his way to prove like he belongs with the ninja group.
I wouldn't have let him go if I was a sensei, because like you're a bumbling idiot here. I'm not gonna release you into the world by yourself. No. You're going to die. And that's pretty much why he told Gobei, follow him and assist him. Gobei didn't want to. He didn't want to have anything to do with him. I guess Gobei was okay with him going out in the world and dying. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man.
No, that's trouble. It was trouble.
Come on, this dude did the little Bernie thingy and almost burned off everyone's feet. Like, why you want to go follow this dude? Like, come on.
Yeah.
like Gobei knew that it was just gonna turn into hell.
Oh yeah, he's about to die. Yeah, he should have been thinking like, oh, this guy's gonna die. Like, we're never gonna see him again. He ends up going. What did you guys think of the airport scene? He's never been to an airport before. He never seen one, obviously.
Yo,
and he gets there. He goes to the metal detector.
Things.
It was pretty funny.
That was one of the funniest things. Like, you got to admit,
when he starts beating up the metal detector, or when he took out all his weapons.
Not just that for me. Yes, he did not get arrested. He pulled out swords and chains and everything. Obviously, this is before 9/11.
I was going to say it's before 9/11.
There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. But they shouldn't have. I would have thought they wouldn't have even let him on the plane just for the simple fact that he attempted to bring these weapons onto the plane.
If you're
did you guys think
card-carrying ninja, you're okay. You're a card-carrying ninja, you're good.
Did you guys think it was weird that Haru knew how to drive a car? I thought that was ridiculous.
No, it was
well, he didn't do it very well.
But he shouldn't know how to do anything. Yeah. So he ends up renting a car, and he is going to go to the hotel. He doesn't know this, but Gobei is behind him. Gobei, I guess he disguised himself as luggage because he came.
No.
He go ahead, Angel.
That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. The man literally picked up like a handle and he like popped out. Like, you know how many times I've told people, "Oh, just throw me in your luggage bag. I'll fit." If I could do that, oh my God. But then I thought we missed one part. I loved on the plane how he told the kid, "If I tell you, I gotta kill you."
Oh yeah.
That had me dying.
Yeah.
And then he got punched out by the dad.
Yeah, the dad came and punched him in the face. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Okay. So he ends up going to Beverly Hills, and he ends up going to the hotel and checking in. Now, this hotel that he goes to doesn't want to let him get a room because it's like, you got to make a reservation 6 months in advance.
It's a 5-star hotel.
Yeah. So they were saying there was no room. So he ends up pulling out some gold that the sensei gave him, and he didn't know how much it cost or nothing because obviously he overpaid because he just dumps some of this gold out on the desk, and the guy changes his whole tune. He ends up giving him a room, but he ends up dropping like 6 or 7 gold pieces. That room shouldn't have cost that much. Like one gold piece should have been good enough, or maybe 2.
They put him in a suite. They put him in one of the suites.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought, I always wondered how much they actually cost. Like I wondered how much each coin was worth at that time for them to get all crazy.
Yeah, I did too.
Because I was like, man, I don't know, man. Like, I just was wondering that. And then the other part of me, every time when I was younger, I used to think that those were like the fake gold coins that were chocolate if you undo the wrapping. That's what I thought it was. That was just...
So he goes into the hotel, he ends up getting a room. I also thought the part was pretty funny where his shoes kept disappearing because before he walked into the hotel, he always took off his shoes, and then the janitor would come by and clean up the shoes and throw them in the garbage.
Yo, to be real with you,
and it was a little subtle thing.
The janitor never thought, let me ask someone if he sees a person doing that every time, and he never thought to like bring it up to like, the front desk or nothing. It's a damn 5-star hotel.
It's just doing his job.
Right. And now this is where we get introduced to Chris Rock's character. He is a bellhop at the hotel, and he is taking Haru's luggage upstairs to the room. His name in this movie, what was his name? Joey Washington. That's right.
I didn't know his last name. I just knew it was Joey.
I know it was because of the front desk guy was calling him Washington.
Oh yeah, yep.
So he ends up taking Haru up to his room, and then that's where Haru tells Joey that he is a ninja. I thought you were supposed to keep it secret, but he was carrying the luggage. He wanted to know what was in the bag, so then he eventually told him that he was a ninja. And then, of course, he wants to be a ninja also because Joey lives in a bad area, bad neighborhood, and he always is running because if not, he'll get beat up. I thought that was pretty. Yeah, that was pretty funny, and also fits Chris Rock also.
He also said he was a tangerine belt.
Yeah,
I always found that to be hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm like they're just making fun of everything in this movie.
The messed up part about that is there is some, in our system, we don't have orange belts, but there are some systems that have orange belts. And someone could actually say that to someone, call them a tangerine belt.
We have
especially at this. Yeah, see, so somebody could actually say that to you. Like if you guys were around back in the day, like I definitely could send a kid say that to somebody else, especially if they like this movie. You're a tangerine belt.
A kid, not an adult. Adult says that, I think they're a fucking idiot.
What if they're just messing around? Come on, chill.
Yeah, no. You haven't seen adults make jokes like that. I've seen plenty of adults make silly, stupid jokes.
In the East Coast,
I'll make that joke in a minute.
In the East Coast, you don't play like that. You get fucked up real quick. Don't do that. That's like going to New York and lying and saying I'm a 4th degree master belt. You'll get your ass beat so fast. Don't ever do that.
Oh, well, you deserve that.
Oh my God.
So now, the next scene, Joey and you got breaking news again, Angel.
No breaking news. No breaking news.
Okay, so Joey and Haru are walking around, and Haru wants to blend in, so he goes into a clothing store and comes out dressed like a pimp, like what Joey said. He said that he looked like a pimp, and he didn't know what that means because he just took hold to it. Like, yes, I'm dressed like a pimp. That was pretty funny. That was pretty good also.
Wait, we forgot one of the other funniest parts of this whole movie. When he's driving to the hotel and the guy, he cuts the guy off and the guy flicks him off and says, up yours, asshole, or something like that. And now he thinks that's how you greet people. So he starts greeting people.
He said, thank you, asshole, or something like that.
Yeah, thank you, asshole. So he's walking around telling her, thank you, asshole.
Yes. Yeah.
It was a subtle joke, but it's a good one.
Yeah, it is. The next we see Haru going around looking for Sally Jones. He tells Joey what he's gonna do. And he didn't think it was gonna be hard to find someone look like her, but there are women all over, rich women in Beverly Hills who are blonde all over the place. And we see Haru being a mannequin. I mean, not Haru. I'm sorry, Gobei. He was a mannequin.
Gobei.
And and for some reason he figured out this part was weird. This part was weird.
Yo, that was the best mannequin I've ever seen because he even made himself look like copper. Like that was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Like,
what's funny is I didn't realize it was him at first. When they first showed him, I didn't realize it didn't stick to me that that's who that actually was. But that was pretty good when we saw it again and he started moving. But it was weird that he saw her and he just all of a sudden knew, oh, this is her driving down the street. This is who he's looking for. Let me throw something at her tire, make her stop, and then he'll bump into her. And that's exactly what happened. How did
he know it was her? He never seen her before.
Well, he looked at the newspaper. He recognized. So he saw Haru. Gobei saw Haru look at the newspaper. So then he looked at the newspaper and he noticed that's who he was looking for. Plus, I'm quite sure he already heard the story from Sensei. So I guess he just kind of put two and two together. Now, when Sally saw him, she was surprised. She wasn't expecting to see him, and she's trying to kind of get away because she's going to meet up with Tanley. So she didn't want Tanley to see her with Haru. So she just kind of tries to brush him off. And he is just being an idiot. Then he tells her the information that he knows, that he killed someone. And did he tell her that he was buying the plates for the counterfeit money?
I don't think so yet. I think he just said he killed someone. And I don't think he knows about the money yet. He finds out later.
He said he killed someone and that he killed her sister.
Well, no, he didn't know that part. She ends up eventually telling. She tells him that later.
Oh, I thought.
Okay. She says. Yeah, and I think she's the one that talks about the plates because she finds it in his date. Oh no, he finds it later in the date book.
Okay. The next scene, we see Tanley. He ends up going to a nightclub, and Haru follows him. And now he's going to meet up with a rival gang. The rival gang who actually took the other half of the plates for the other side of the counterfeit money. And he's trying to get it back. Tanley's trying to get these plates back from the gang, but these guys are not giving it up. And I don't know if they were trying to get more money out of them, or I didn't really understand what was going on.
No, they wanted their plates.
That's right. They
each other's plates.
That's right.
And it took one of the rival gangs guys actually turned on him. So then he turned on his own gang. Mm-hmm. And so that's how Tanley ended up with the plates.
Mm-hmm. And they ended up killing these two guys. And Haru was outside.
He's got blamed for 2 more murders.
Yeah. So witnesses saw him outside. Now, before that happens, he goes into the club also, and it's a strip club. And there's girls dancing, and of course he joins in and starts dancing. Being Chris Farley, doing what he does. That was a pretty funny scene also.
Yeah, and that's nothing for him because I don't know if you remember his old Saturday Night Live bit with Patrick Swayze doing the Chippendales.
Yep.
That's all that reminded me of. Oh, he had a wife beater on in this one, and some kind of. Did he even have pants, or was he in his underwear? I don't even remember. He's nuts. That's all.
Yeah, I mean that's Chris Farley.
I love it. It was great.
He ends up using that technique that the sensei taught him because he needed to communicate with sensei, and he tries to go up into the sky to talk to the sensei. What did you guys? This kind of made sense as to why they showed this at the beginning of the movie now, because I didn't understand why are they showing this? This looks pretty stupid, I didn't get it. Yeah.
So does the sensei have a ringer that he can know when someone's calling him and he goes up also? Is he just up there? You know what I mean?
He must know something, or maybe he just hangs out there. Maybe he tells everybody, "Hey, at 2:00 I'll be sitting in the clouds. So if you guys want to join me, come on up. Let's have some tea."
Definitely a flawed system.
And he goes up to talk to him. Sensei pretty much tells him he's on the right path, and to keep on going forward. That's pretty much the gist of this scene here. You guys got anything else?
No, it was a pep talk that he needed, so he's going to keep going on.
Yeah. So now he's going to end up going to Tanley's house, and to I guess see Sally. And Gobei is there with them. Luckily, Gobei is there with him to help him out because he's getting chased by a dog. He eventually gets in. Gobei distracts the dog, keeps the dog away from him. and he ends up meeting up and talking to Sally. And then Sally pretty much comes clean as to who she is. And this is the part you were talking about, Angel, where she says, well, she pretty much had to say who she was because she had a customized license plate on her car, and Haru saw the license plate, so he knew her name was.
And everyone was calling her Allison Page, so that was
right.
Obviously,
he even said that.
One calling her Sally Jones.
He that is exactly what he said. I'm the only one calling you Sally Jones. You know. So then she comes clean.
He's slow, but he got there.
Right. Go. So then she eventually tells Haru what's going on. Her sister was killed by Tanley. Now, did she say if they were dating, or did she just work for Tanley?
I thought they were dating. Because the way it looked like they were dating. Like, okay. I'm pretty sure there was like a picture of them, and it looked like he had his arm around her, like, but then also the weird part about that is like if that's your sister and she's dating him, why would you go and now date him? Like, why would he?
Because she wanted answers. And
no, I know, but
know
like,
that was the sister.
Oh, I thought he did know. I thought at the end he knew.
No, he never knew.
Okay,
until she said something about it.
Now, was she a reporter or something, or did she just take this all on her own and try and uncover what's going on with Tanley?
I think that she just took this all on her own.
She took it all on her own. She was no reporter.
I mean,
she was a trophy wife.
I'm just saying, because if she's trying to get justice for her sister being murdered by this guy, like, she could have slipped something in his food or drink a long time ago and just got rid of the guy and just been done with it. You know, like, why go through all of this? For what?
She didn't want to get her hands dirty.
I don't think anybody would have. Well, they could have, because she would have been a new girlfriend. Who knows? Anyway, let's move on. We see Hanley. He ends up talking to Sally, and he lets you know that he has to go. He had a meeting to go to, and he ends up leaving. And they went to a restaurant that was like Benihana, and they're sitting around, him and his assistant. What was that guy's name? I really didn't catch his name.
The assistant, you guys really know? Said it ever. No.
Okay, because he was always with Tanley. He was always with Tanley, and they're talking in an open place, I guess, you know, to have their meeting, discuss what they wanted to do. And Haru is there, and he is pretending to be the cook, and he's making the fool out of himself, but I don't think he cared. And people are just looking at him like he's weird. But at the same time, I think they thought that he was doing everything the way he was supposed to be doing it, as far as cooking the food. You know, yeah.
This was more of a comedy act.
Yes. And I didn't even notice that Gobet was at the table also. I just thought that was a woman at first. I didn't even realize it.
Oh, no, that was Gobet.
Until the fight broke out. I didn't. Yeah, it was Gobet. I didn't even realize it at first, because they showed him. It was real quick. They showed him real quick, and he was just like kind of looking at him. I just thought that it was a woman looking at him like, oh, this guy's a little weird. That's all I thought. I didn't think it was him. And Haru was actually listening to Tanley and his assistant talk about, you know, what they were going to do. He knew that they were going to meet up with an inker named Chet Walters. To make this counterfeit money. So Haru overheard that. Now, as he's fixing his food, the rival gang ends up showing up, and they are here to kill Tanley. And then a fight breaks out, and then I'm surprised Tanley didn't think, like, why is this woman fighting, and why is the cook also involved in this? That's
definitely confusing, but
yeah,
he hadn't figured much out yet.
That's a good idea. I never even thought about that.
Yeah. But they end up sneaking out. And leaving and getting away. You guys got anything else you guys want to bring up?
No, it's pretty cut and dry. Pretty funny.
Okay, I'm about to skip ahead again. So now let's skip ahead to when we get to Chet. Chet Walters, that character was pretty funny, but do you guys know who I thought this was?
Who do you think it was?
I thought this was the son of John Candy. That's what I thought this was. I was like, this guy is really reminding me of John Candy.
He was very similar to John Candy, 100%.
Yeah. I literally Googled it. I was like, this got to be his son. Melissa was watching it with me also. She agreed. She was like, that has to be his son. But no, it wasn't his son at all. Chet Walker is played by William Sasso. And I looked him up, and I've seen him in other things, and he doesn't look like how he looks in this movie. But this movie, man, he looks like a younger version of John Candy, younger, smaller version of John Candy.
He seemed like a sleazy sales car, used car salesman.
Yep, exactly. He did. They're trying to talk to him and get some information out of him. And what they end up pretty much doing is drugging him at one point in time. And then they all got drugged. I don't know how that happened. They put it in his mouth, and he ate it or swallowed it or whatever.
He coughed it out, and the spores got to everybody else.
Okay, so now everybody
is like mushrooms. Yeah, they were funny mushrooms.
Okay, so everybody in the room. So what'd you say?
I said, they did shrooms.
Allison ends up getting high, and also Chet, of course, is high. He should have damn near been dead as much as they end up giving him. And then, especially with Haru and Allison also being just as high, Chet should have been a lot higher than everybody else. They tied him up. He ends up falling over in the chair. He ends up falling over. Maybe he did die. Maybe he did overdose. We don't know because we never really see Chet again.
No, we never see him again.
No, when next time we see Tanley show up to pick up Chet, and it's really Haru dressed up like Chet. And he was funny. He was hilarious also as Chet Walters.
He was doing his best impression and doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, they end up blindfolding him and end up taking him to the warehouse because they wanted him to start making counterfeit money because they had. Did they have both sides or did they just have one? Because I know he did one side and it looked like Monopoly money.
Yeah, I think they had both sides at that point. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Tanley was not amused when he saw what Haru had done and when he had saw the money because obviously that's not what they had him for. Now he made an excuse that he needed to switch some inks around, and he just started rambling off at the mouth, not making any sense whatsoever, trying to talk above their head, and it looked like it was working a little bit.
He said pap smear at one time.
Yes, now that you're right.
So he was just putting big words out there,
right?
But he was stealing the plates. He was trying to steal the plates as evidence to try and get things, the law to take on Stanley.
Right. And then the plates, of course, they end up falling out. And they knew that, okay, there's something wrong with this guy. Okay. Let's skip ahead a little bit because we are running low on time. They end up catching Haru and tying him up. And Allison follows. And cuts them loose. They end up going to meet with that rival gang. So this is why I was thinking like they only have one half because then they end up getting more plates from the rival gang. It looks like the leader of the gang has switched sides and gave Tanley and his group the plates. So that's why when Haru and then we're at that plant manufacturing them, I don't think they had all of the plates. Okay, I don't think they had the other side.
I thought they had them, but I guess you're right.
Because at this meeting, they end up walking out with 2 briefcases.
Yep, you're right.
And that was the first time we saw the second case. When they get back in the car, they notice that Haru was gone. And then they also see Allison. She was calling the police, and they see her, which was weird to me. Like, man, you're far away. You really put that together. You know who that is. And they stopped and grabbed her and took her away. The police show up to get Haru, but luckily, once again, Gobey is there, and he takes off Haru's clothes and puts them on and throws a smoke bomb, and the police end up taking him away instead of Haru. Anything else, guys?
They should have known the difference.
They really should, because he's a lot bigger than Gobey. They're nowhere near
the difference.
They're nowhere near the same size.
You really thought you got the right guy because of the shirt? Come on.
Right. Now Gobey at this point in time was frustrated with Haru. He ends up going up and talking to the sensei, and the sensei was letting him know, like, you know, your little brother looks up to you. You know, continue to help him, blah, 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 blah. Haru then comes up. Right. And then Haru floats up. Also, Gobey just kind of sticks around, but he's like kind of hiding and listening. And he's telling the sensei, Haru is telling the sensei pretty much how much he looks up to Gobey, and he's trying to be like Gobey. So now Gobey is feeling kind of bad for, you know, how he's been feeling pretty much most of the movie about Haru. And then Haru ends up going back. And now when he goes back, he has a white outfit and he has the medallion. I have no idea why they decided to give him this. Why is it since they did? Who put it in there?
Boost his confidence.
I guess.
I don't know.
Because he's the white warrior. He's like
he's the great white ninja.
Yeah.
So he comes back and he you know, his he thinks that he knows what he should do now. And then he ends up getting Joey, and he asks Joey to take him, to drive, and he's blindfolded himself, and he's about to try and lead himself back to the warehouse where he was when he was pretending to be Chet, because he knows
Joey's going the wrong way, and he keeps blaming Joey and not listening. Come on.
Right. Gobey is not far, and he ends up knocking out Joey and ends up driving to the place. It was kind of funny how they started over, though. Like he knew he messed up, and he said, "Okay, we're gonna do this again." He ended up going back to the starting point, and then that's when Gobey.
But he says, "Joey, you're not listening. You're going the wrong way." And then he shows up and goes, "Oh, I did it."
Right. Exactly.
This is my favorite part of the whole movie because this is the stupidest thing, but I love it.
Go ahead, take it over. Yeah.
He climbs the palm tree and he swings across, like he's getting momentum on this damn palm tree to swing himself onto the building. And Joey wakes up and is just like, yeah, cheering him. I'm like, no, you're gonna die. Like, why are you cheering this big man on? He is gonna fall and die.
Right.
I just love it. It's so stupid but so funny.
All right, so he ends up getting into the warehouse, and of course, a fight happens. Now this time, Gobey eventually shows himself, and he shows up and helps him fight, and they end up pretty much wiping out everybody. And then Joey gets involved also because Joey does the exact same thing. He climbs up there, yeah, and he launches himself out of the palm tree, and he ends up landing on someone. Actually,
taking him out.
Right, and it's lucky he did that because he ended up helping them when he did that.
Now, Gobey ends up in a bad way here because Allison is she's got a bomb in her room, and so Haru is trying to both be a part of the fight and also help Allison. Gobey gets in a bad way, which brings out the great white ninja in Haru, and all of a sudden, for the first time in this movie, he starts kicking some ass.
Right.
It looked really bad.
Yes, of course.
It was so funny.
Yo, but can I be real with you guys? I bet money he did all those stunts. I bet money he did all those stunts.
It looked like it. That's why it looked so bad.
To be real with you, like knowing Chris Farley and the type of guy he is and how he was always like flexible and doing cartwheels and everything, he did all those. Like he did the kicks, he did the spin kicks,
Bro,
he did all that.
That spinning hook kick, like capoeira style, it looked like it hurt him.
You guys want to go ahead? Good. You want to go ahead and finish up the movie, Joe?
Yeah. So he says, I may not be this, I may not be that, but nobody messes with my brother. Beats everyone up. Shoots a gun like I don't even know what you would call it, spear gun, big spear gun, to get Allison out of the room. The whole place blows up.
Oh, that was ridiculous. What
do you want, man? What do you want? This is not the most ridiculous part of the movie, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So everyone, gets out. Tanley and his crew, they get arrested. Joey is talking to reporters, and he's now referring to himself as possibly being the great black ninja.
That's such a Chris Rock thing to say.
And I said the same thing. I said, I bet you he ad-libbed that part.
Yeah. Like I said, go ahead.
Yeah, we go back to Japan. We're in the ninja village, and it's a big party. Everyone's happy. Haru is the hero. He ends up with Allison now, and he's gonna go be a ninja in Beverly Hills with Allison.
Yeah, he probably dies because Gobei did not go. Gobei did not go also. And I think Gobei should have died at the end of this movie because he ends up going up high in the air, flying through the sky. I don't know why people always act like water is so soft like feathers. Like it's going to be like cement. It's going to be like cement. If you go up too high, you land in some water.
Yeah, he's going to have more broken bones.
Yeah, exactly. And Haru apologized. Like, dude, how did you even know what happened? Like, you are in this truck driving away. You should not have known that you just caused Gobei to fly through the air and land in this water. Anyway.
So anyhow, I give this movie a solid B+. I enjoy it. It's silly. It's goofy. Like I said, it's not the best movie in the world, but it is hilarious. There is some good karate into it, and it's a fun story. So give it a watch. Enjoy it. It's just enjoy it for what it is.
Angel?
A+.
A+. I give it a B. I give it a B. It wasn't bad. I'll watch it again. Like I said, I did not like this movie back in the day. I was like, come on, Chris Farley, a ninja. It's not funny. This is a stupid ass idea.
It funny.
Yeah, and watching it now, yeah. That's what is pretty funny. So I give it a B. All right, guys, what are we doing next? I definitely did not even look into any old movies, so I have no idea. I didn't look at anything from the 70s or 80s, and I don't know anything off the top of my head. I wanted to do a Chuck Norris movie last week, but a lot of Chuck Norris movies are really action movies and not so much martial arts.
Yeah, I agree.
You wanna do the Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Okay, which one?
Double Impact.
All right, fine. We saw a double team. Like, let's go with it. And I think hopefully Mike should like that movie, so he should not complain about that.
Oh no, Mike's gonna hate it.
He shouldn't. He'll be back next week. So this should be one of his movies that he enjoys. It's a Van Damme movie. Hopefully he'll like it. It ain't a 70s or 80s movie or a kung fu movie. So Mike should like it. You guys got anything else? Any closing remarks?
No, I'm good, man.
Angel. All right then. For everybody here at the Martial Arts Internet Network, everybody stay safe, stay strong. We'll holler at you guys next week. And I'm going to play our music.
Disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men.